Hey, and welcome back to another episode of Vibrant You. Today, we are diving into a topic that affects every single one of us and literally impacts every single aspect of our lives. And today, that topic is sleep. So we are talking about powerful sleep hacks for deeper rest, epic health, mental clarity, and peak productivity to help you experience the deepest levels of goodness in every area of your life. Sleep is really often overlooked and undervalued in our fast-paced go-getting society, but it really does play such a crucial role in our overall well-being, our health, our performance, our fulfillment in life. And truly, by optimizing our sleep, we can unlock this untapped hidden potential that lives within each and every one of us and experience remarkable improvements in truly every area of our life. Whether you struggle with poor sleep or insomnia, or you simply want to optimize your sleep, this episode is for you, and you're going to learn all about the practical sleep hacks and insights for a more restful night's sleep so that you can wake up feeling refreshed and revitalized to take on the day. If you've ever found yourself tossing and turning at night and you struggle to either fall asleep, stay asleep, right? You might fall asleep with ease, but you're waking up in the night, or you're simply waking up the next day morning and not feeling as refreshed as you could. We are going to talk about the secrets of sleep optimization, and practical tips to transform your sleep. We're going to start off with understanding the impact of poor sleep. We know that sleep is a wonderful thing, and when we don't get enough of it, we don't feel at our best. We might wake up on the wrong side of the bed, so as to say. We're a bit more grumpy, we have a bit more brain fog. A sleep-deprived nervous system is primed for anxiety, fatigue, difficulty focusing, brain fog, poor memory, low mood, impaired decision making, and reduced productivity. These are some of the cognitive issues of poor sleep, as well as we experience in our body fatigue and low energy. Our immune system gets suppressed when we're not sleeping well. Our metabolism and our ability to maintain a healthy weight is impacted. Our cardiovascular health, our blood pressure is impacted. Our hormones are impacted. Our physical strength and performance. Even everything from our skin and hair health is affected, as sleep is one of the best anti-aging things on the market today, right? And it's free. You just got to know how to optimize it. Sleep is truly essential for literally every function in the human body and in the brain. It's a key pillar to healing and rejuvenating and optimizing the body and mind. And it's not just a nice thing to have enough of. We would literally die without sleep. So just like we need food, just like we need water, just like we need air, sleep is an essential pillar to our health. So imagine, if we would die without adequate sleep. Sleep deprivation was used in olden times as a torture tactic because that is the impact of not adequate sleep. So imagine the long-term effects of poor sleep over time and what that does to your body and brain. What are the benefits of sleep? Like, what do we gain and why does it matter? Because you might be thinking, well, I sleep good enough. I can fall asleep with ease. It's not that bad. And yet, some of the benefits that you're missing out on when you get a truly rejuvenated night's sleep, when you really access those deeper levels of sleep, right? The deep sleep state, when you're getting enough REM sleep and non-REM sleep, these are the different sleep stages, we truly unlock our greatest human potential. This is an area of biohacking that's so untapped these days. Like, there's so much talk on nutrition and exercise and meditation, but sleep just has this untapped potential. And one of the best ways to optimize your body and your brain to up-level your peak performance and mental clarity and physical health is to optimize your sleep. So what do we gain with epic sleep? On a cognitive level, we get obviously better mental energy, mental clarity, increased productivity. Our mind is more sharp and focused. Our mood levels out, right? If you're the kind of person that you notice that When you're not getting enough sleep, you're just a little bit more on edge, a little bit more irritable. It's going to improve your memory retention, your recall, your capacity to learn new things, take in new information. Our communication improves, and so our relationships improve. Our capacity to withstand stress, right? We call it like stress resilience increases. So stressors that we experience throughout the day when we're getting enough sleep seem very small compared to when we aren't getting enough sleep, we're sleep deprived. Everything feels so much more dramatic and intense. I know for me, when I don't get a good night's sleep. And so when I do, everything in my life just flows with so much more ease. I feel more creative, more zest for life. My mood is more vibrant. I get along with my partner better. My relationships improve. So everything flows better. And then in the physical body, what you gain by having epic night sleep is, of course, just optimal physical health. So we're increasing our energy levels. You're getting a boosted immune system, so you're less likely to catch a cold or a flu. Or if you're recovering from chronic illness, digestive issues, hormone issues, whatever it might be, we're going to have that boosted immune system to be able to fight those things off, any pathogens or flus, viruses, those kinds of things. We get better gut health because, of course, our gut motility depends on a rejuvenated, balanced nervous system. One of the best benefits and one of the most tangible or visible ones is that when you're sleeping really well, you are radiant. Your skin is glowing. It has this very anti-aging, rejuvenative effect, right? So one of the best things you can do, one of the best beauty hacks there is sleep really well. Optimize your sleep. We get peak physical performance. Our recovery time increases, right? If you go to the gym and it usually takes you 2-3 days of like stiffness and tightness in the body, when you're sleeping really well and having that proper time overnight to recover your muscles, this makes a big difference, and that recovery time cuts down, as well as your muscle repair. You build stronger muscles faster. When it comes to metabolism, right? Maintaining a healthy weight, and of course, overall, when we're sleeping well, we're just at such a decreased risk of any chronic health condition. So cardiovascular health issues, circulatory health issues, hormonal issues, gut issues, all of that's decreased when you're sleeping super well. Let's get into why you're not sleeping so well. What are the main underlying causes behind poor sleep, or as I call it, sleep disruptors? There's many factors that disrupt sleep, and some of them we want to identify what's your unique sleep disruptors. And I'm actually going to be offering an amazing sleep optimization portal coming up quite soon that I'm going to share with you inside of that program, a proper sleep assessment or a quiz that you can take to identify what your gaps are when it comes to your sleep routines and practices, so that you can really hack your way to better sleep. But a key in that is identifying your unique sleep disruptors. So many factors can disrupt sleep, everything from emotional stress to a suboptimal sleep environment to poor dietary or nutritional factors, lifestyle choices, the overuse of stimulants like coffee or alcohol, exposure to toxins, right? When we have a buildup of toxins in our system, it affects our nervous system. It affects our neurotransmitters, or our production of melatonin, our sleep chemical, and serotonin, our daytime chemical. Toxins can absolutely be contributing to poor sleep or waking up in the night. If you find yourself between 12 and 3 a.m. waking up, it's hard to get back to sleep. Toxins can be a contributing factor, as well as things like gut or hormonal based imbalances. This is really important to address. Nutritional deficiencies. A common sleep disruptor is things like technology, our exposure to blue light, our exposure to EMFs or electromagnetic frequencies from our Wi-Fi routers and 5G towers, and even having like outlets so close to our bed that we're charging our phone beside. This is maybe a higher hanging fruit. There's things that we would want to do before that, but it does impact our stress nonetheless. So identifying your unique sleep disruptors is really key to mapping out your personalized sleep protocols so that you can start optimizing your sleep today. I want to share with you now 5 of my top sleep hacks for optimal sleep. So these are things that I use for my own sleep optimization. I share these with my clients on almost a daily basis to improve their cognitive health, their gut health, their hormonal well-being, and to help them really be at their peak. I work with amazing women, professionals and entrepreneurs that, have businesses and do amazing work in the world. And of course, they desire and need to be at their best. They need to be be in their best shape. They need to be in their best mind to run their organizations and to make the impact and the income that they truly desire for themselves in their work. The 5 sleep hacks for optimal sleep. Number 1, stick to a consistent sleep schedule. Our body thrives with routine, and our sleep works on the same system. So we want to establish a regular sleep routine by going to bed and waking up within 30 minutes of the same time every day, even on weekends ideally. That could mean we want to sleep at optimal times. We want to sleep at optimal times that nature really designed us to sleep at. We are designed when the sun goes down, our whole neurochemistry changes. When the sun rises in the morning, the exposure to sunlight or blue light, for example, stimulates chemicals in our brain called serotonin and chemicals in our body from our adrenal glands called cortisol. So these are our daytime, wakeful, energy-producing, mood-boosting chemicals that get stimulated with daylight and blue light. It's like light therapy, right? The sunrise blue light stimulates our chemicals for daytime, wakefulness, alertness, and then the sunlight at sunset emits more red light. And this actually stimulates the production of our sleep chemical known as melatonin. Sticking to a sleep schedule is so effective, and sleeping at optimal times is so effective. So we are primed as human beings to fall asleep after the sun goes down at around 9 p.m. So of course, depending where you live in the world, you may be on a slightly different sleep or daytime schedule, but nature really designed us to be sleeping between the hours of 9 and I'd say latest 11 p.m. And then to wake up when the sun rises the next day between the hours of 5 and 7 a.m. So knowing that we want to get adequate sleep each night, which is for most people between 7 to 8 hours of sleep per night, then we would want to sleep at optimal times, like sleeping 9 to 5, right? Fall asleep at 9, wake up at 5 a.m. Or sleeping 10 p.m. to 6 a.m. Or the latest, I would say, to keep it optimal is going to be 11 p.m., go to bed, wake up at 7 a.m. But really, sticking to a consistent sleep schedule is one of the best ways to hack your sleep. It's going to give your body and your circadian rhythm this 24-hour sleep-wake cycle that runs in your body. It's going to optimize and hack that with that regularity in your sleep schedule so that your brain chemicals know when it's time to wake up, when it's time to fall asleep, and will start to pre-produce those chemicals before you even start to get ready for bed so that by the time you lay down, you fall asleep right away. So that's tip number 1, stick to a consistent sleep schedule. Hack number 2 for optimal sleep is let the sun go down in your home. So 1 to 2 hours before bed, you want to start dimming the lights. If you have dimmers, start to turn down the lights, start to turn off unnecessary lights inside of your home. Basically, we want to simulate in our home with artificial lighting the idea of a sunset. Avoiding blue light or fluorescent lighting or LED lighting when possible. Again, just like the sunrise emits that blue light, stimulates serotonin and cortisol in our brain for energy, wakefulness. When our home is filled with LEDs, fluorescent lighting, blue light emitted from our cell phone, of course that's going to have a stimulating effect and cause the wakefulness chemicals to activate in our body. So letting the sun go down in our home is an expression that means dim down the lights, turn down unnecessary lighting, turn on, if you can, things like a red light in your house. Like this is a great sleep hack, have beside your bed instead of in your lamp, a bulb that is LED or fluorescent or blue light. Go buy at your local Walmart or hardware store, go buy a red bulb, just a red colored light bulb. It's the same fit. It's just going to screw in there and use that at night. That's going to significantly stimulate melatonin. Melatonin goes down with blue light. It's suppressed. We can't produce adequate melatonin, which is our natural sleep inducing chemical, when we're in the presence of blue light. So minimizing blue light as much as possible is key, and something that I even use. So at night, it's great policy, personal policy, to just turn down electronic devices. So computers and tablets and cell phones, all these things, TVs, Netflix, those types of things, turning those off 1 to 2 hours before bed so that we're not staring into blue light. Worst case scenario, if you're with me on video, I've got here my blue light blocking glasses. So these actually help to filter out 100% of the blue light coming in from screens. So say my partner and I, we want to watch a movie before bed, or, the very, very odd time I might need to take a call or a meeting after the sun goes down. Then I'm going to throw on my blue light blocking glasses and it's going to minimize that blue light for me. So that's tip number 2. Let the sun go down in your home, dim the lights, throw your blue light blocking glasses on, and minimize technology before bed. Okay, biohack number 3 for epic sleep is to create an optimal sleep environment. So this is everything from the sheets that we use, the bedding that we have, the temperature of the air in our bedroom, the quality of the air in our sleep environment. So we can do so much adjusting the level of light, right? If there's a presence of light in our bedroom, again, it's going to suppress melatonin, our sleep chemical, from being produced, helping us fall asleep. Noise, right? We want to minimize noise. Creating an optimal sleep environment. We can go as deep into this as we desire. This is one that I've over the years, invested in things that really optimize my sleep, from, better quality organic linen or cotton or bamboo or silk sheets and bedding that really control your body temperature, aren't going to allow you to get overheated in the night, which causes wakefulness. Having a really stable temperature in your room, ideally between 18 and 22 degrees Celsius. Sorry, my American friends, I don't know what that is in Fahrenheit for you. We'll have to look it up. I've purchased an air purifier. So over in the corner of the room, I have an amazing air purifier. So the room gets a little bit smuggy at night. And so we want to have that optimal air quality so that we're breathing really effectively through the night. You can as well, if you don't want to invest in an air purifier, just go get some air purifying plants. So I've got plants in every space of my home around that are producing a lot of oxygen, purifying the air at night. That's a more affordable way to purify the air in your space for better sleep. You might look into purchasing something like blackout curtains to minimize, street lights coming in or any light outside of your space, even moonlight, right? On a full moon, the moonlight out there can be quite bright. So having blackout curtains, or alternatively more affordable, would be having something like an eye cover. If you're with me on video, I've got my sleep eye mask here with me. And this is such a great one. It was so cheap, just bought it online. Nothing special. And it just slips over your eyes and your ears and will block out all of that light. So it's really quite effective, a great little sleep accessory to have, and really effective. If you can't minimize sound through controlling your environment, then I'd recommend earplugs. This is one of the best ways to reduce sensory input coming in that can disturb your sleep. So there's so many things that we can do to create that optimal sleep environment for ourselves. Everything from blackout curtains to an air purifier to upgrading your sheets and your bedding, supporting controlled temperature in your room, even accessories like having a lavender sleep spray. I've got mine right here with me, or having a diffuser that you can diffuse lavender essential oils, maybe treating yourself to buying a weighted blanket that has a weighted blanket is basically just a heavier blanket, not necessarily hotter, but it has weight to it, so that it has a very tranquilizing, soothing effect on our nervous system. Just like a baby, right? A baby that's crying or needs to be consoled and we want to help calm their nerves, we hold them tight. That little bit of weight or connection to something helps have that calming and soothing effect on the nerves. That is hack number 3, creating an optimal sleep environment. Hack number 4 is create a sleep supportive evening routine. An evening routine, in terms of amazing sleep, is beyond, of course, just brushing your teeth and laying down and trying to fall asleep after a busy day. For an evening routine, we don't have to make a big deal of it. It doesn't have to be a massive time commitment, but ultimately having a consistent evening routine with a few simple sleep supporting practices is one of the best things that you can do to optimize your sleep. Not only does having that routine create regularity, which our sleep cycle thrives on. Our body loves regularity, it loves routine, it thrives on that. But it's also going to help to induce a restful state when you're doing those evening routine practices that help get your melatonin pumping so that you can have an epic night of sleep. So I'm going to share with you just a few that I personally use and recommend for my clients. And we will go so much deeper inside of Sleep Deep, my amazing sleep optimization portal. We're going to go so much deeper into how to create your own optimal sleep routine for yourself. We're going to go into everything that you need to really optimize your sleep on all levels. But I'm going to share with you a few of my top favorites and ones that I often recommend to clients. So evening routine for me starts with finishing to eat my dinner and finishing any exercise 2 to 3 hours before bed. So digestion and sleep have different effects in the body and they compete with one another. If we eat a heavy meal before bed, 2 to 3 hours before bed or an hour before bed, that heavy meal is going to compete with your nervous system for deep sleep. We don't want that. Number 2 is I take certain sleep supplements. So personally, I work with a form of magnesium that is really excellent for stimulating the parasympathetic nervous system, which is the portion of your nervous system associated with sleep and restfulness and repairing the body, essential for sleep. There's some herbal formulas that you can work with, special teas, melatonin, which isn't recommended for everyone, but there's great sleep supplements out there. So I keep those on my nightside table along with a few other sleep hacks. I've got my eye cover, my earplugs, my blue light blocking glasses. I've got all kinds of things on my night table that help me to sleep. The third thing that I do in my evening routine is that before bed, when I lay down, I rub. It's a little bit funny. This is now an ancient Ayurvedic technique that's been used for thousands of years, but it's powerful nonetheless. It's simply to rub sesame oil on the soles of your feet and then put socks on. If you want to add a couple of drops of lavender essential oil, that's really excellent. But the sesame oil has a very soothing, coating, almost like a balm to our nerves. And because it's on the soles of the feet, it's bringing all of the energy in the body that's going up to the head, bubbling thoughts, stimulating our mind. It's going to pull all of that energy, all of that busyness of mind down and kind of ground it towards the feet. That is one of the best practices. It's so calming, so soothing. It's great for kids as well, because you might not want to give your kids a lot of sleep supplements. You're not sure of the dosages and whatnot, but a great one is just sesame oil with a little bit of lavender on the soles of their feet. Give a little massage for you and them. They'll fall asleep right away. And the next thing I do is I'll lay in bed, and I personally love to do just even 5 to 10 minutes of some sort of sleep meditation or just deep breathing, or my personal favorite is I do some restorative yoga just in bed. One of my favorite poses, I'll lay down and simply put my legs up the headboard or up the wall. It's a great restorative yoga pose called Viparita Karani, or legs up the wall, to say it simply. And it has such a tranquilizing, soothing effect on our nervous system. It turns on that parasympathetic nervous system that is needed for sleep. I'll throw on my eye cover, pop my earplugs in. You can work with something called mouth tape. I'm going to explain all of the biohacks so much more in depth inside of Sleep Deep, the sleep optimization program that I'm going to be putting out soon. And then you want to go to bed at an optimal time. So anywhere between 9 and 11 p.m., that's going to be great. So those are some initial ideas to help inspire your evening routine. And I'll share with you now the final hack for epic sleep, which is to have a sleep supportive lifestyle. So epic sleep doesn't start an hour before bed with your evening routine. It really depends on how you live your life. So a sleep supportive lifestyle is one that has healthy daily routines. It has a morning routine, healthy nutrition. You're eating well throughout the day. You're managing your stress levels. You're minimizing your exposure to toxins. You are avoiding excess stimulants like too much coffee or alcohol or smoking, all of these things. With a sleep supportive lifestyle, you're really taking care of your gut health. Your gut microbiome is what manufactures 90% of your brain's neurotransmitters, your serotonin, your melatonin, your wakeful and sleep chemicals. Having epic gut health is essential for epic sleep. Working on your hormones, all of these things are involved in creating that really sleep supportive lifestyle so that you can create that epic sleep for yourself. Those are the 5 hacks for optimal sleep. Number 1, stick to that consistent sleep schedule. 2, let the sun go down in your home. Number 3, create an optimal sleep environment. Number 4, have a supportive sleep evening routine. And number 5, create that sleep supportive lifestyle for yourself. If this is something that you are desiring to work on for yourself, you know that life could be so much better and more vibrant, and your health would improve and your mind would feel more clear if only you optimized your sleep and you dialed in this one key pillar of your well-being. I would love to invite you into my upcoming new program called Sleep Deep, which is a holistic sleep optimization portal for professionals and entrepreneurs just like you to hack your way to better sleep. It's specifically for people like you to restore your sleep, to truly energize your life. And inside the program, we combined all kinds of, cutting edge sleep science with functional medicine, with ancient practices and expert guidance to help you achieve deep and restorative sleep and unlock your full potential in truly every area of your life. So you're going to receive everything from sleep assessments and quizzes to identify your unique sleep disruptors, to educational modules, to practical tools, guided meditations, and breathing practices. You'll learn how to create your own evening routine, how to create an optimal sleep environment for yourself. I'm going to give you access to my deep sleep protocol that I personally use, the supplements that I take, and that I recommend for my clients. You'll learn stress reduction strategies and the exact products that you need on your night table, and so much more to optimize your sleep and experience epic health, vibrant energy, mental clarity, and peak performance. So if you are ready to say goodbye to these sleepless nights and really welcome in a whole new era of vitality and success, I'd love to welcome you into this amazing new sleep optimization program. You can send me a DM on Instagram. I am at Bindi Stables, or visit my website, bindistables.com, and I will link up the program as well in the show notes if you'd like to learn more. So that's all for today. Thank you so much for listening. Wishing you a beautiful night's sleep tonight. Sending you so much love, and I'll see you back for another episode real soon. Take care.